I call the member for Northern Tablelands.
Thank you, Mr Temporary Speaker. Tonight I rise to offer tribute, laurels and plaudits, and to heap them on the cast and crew and musicians of a local high school musical. Mr Temporary Speaker, last Friday night I had the great pleasure of being part of a sellout crowd in the Inverell Town Hall, where almost 80 students from Inverell High School took us back under the direction of Roberta Worsley and Jenny Craven. They took us back to Rydell High School, 1959. And of course, as the member for Oxley knows all too well from her days trotting the boards of her youth, they were performing the musical Grease, Mr Temporary Speaker, and my goodness did they do a brilliant job. Mr Temporary Speaker, the musical, which almost all of its shows were completely sold out, was a huge collaboration between a large number of people at Inverell High School, staff, students and the school community. It was part of their biennial musical that the school puts on each year, and I felt very privileged to be in the audience. Walking into the room, when you know that it's a student musical, you have certain expectations, and I can say with all sincerity that the performance was professional, was polished, and far exceeded not just my expectations, but those of almost everyone in the room at the town hall that evening. I want to pay tribute to a number of people that helped make the musical possible. Preparation for the production began last year, and the decision was taken to choose Grease because it could best showcase the talent that the students have got, but also because it is a crowd favourite. And judging by the interjections of those behind me, it's also a favourite of some of the older and more experienced members of our community as well, who probably remember this being made a big hit in the 1970s. But I want to acknowledge Roberta Worsley, who directed, Jenny Craven, who was the music director, who did a great deal of work coordinating the musicians, the actors on stage, but also getting the students up and ready for the performance. They had enormous passion and dedication. To Kath Jeffrey, Katrina Richardson, Lee Hodgin, Andrew Kerr, Peter Del Santo, Glenn Partridge, Denny Schreck and Andrew Thomas. They worked tirelessly behind the scenes to make this possible. But of course the stars of the performance were the students themselves. And as we learnt, as we walked through from the Pink Ladies to the T-Birds, the love affair between Denny Zuko and Sandy Dombrowski, we were thoroughly entertained by Ashley Campbell and Brendan Evans playing the two lead roles, ably supported by Charlie Dobell, Maggie Thomas, Dean Davis, Nicole Gately, Jordan Harrington, Declan Drake, Hannah Wales, Molly Saunders, Alex Jeffrey, Joe Butler, Olivia Falk, Billy Stewart, Georgia Rogers, Justin Wilkes and Sarah English were the main cast, supported by an excellent choir, a wonderful dancing troupe, and the musicians. The musicians, Mr Temporary Speaker, really made the evening. We had Joshua Hawkins, Jacob Dewberry, Lachlan Hampton, Jade Butler, Jack Daly, Dylan Mitchell, Sam Flood, Lachlan Corrigan, Brock Holder and Kai Pactois. And I can't begin to go through the choir. There was over 40 people involved in the choir and the dancing troupe, not to mention the huge crew backstage doing the makeup, the sound and lighting, the costuming crew. It was great to be able to go backstage with Principal Penny Colley before the night and wish all the students a great performance and to break a leg on stage. No one did, but they had a great evening and really brought great praise and credit upon themselves as young people, but also for Inverell High School. And it highlights again what I always say about our wonderful public schools, particularly our high schools in the Northern Tablelands, that they are capable of producing amazing bodies of work, and in this case a musical which rivalled any that I have been participating in when I was at school, any that I've seen or produced, and dare I say might even been to the standard of that of the member for Oxley when she played Rizzo not that long ago when she was in her high school years. Mr Temporary Speaker, congratulations to the whole crew. Well done to the students, all the crew. Inverell High School, take a bow. A magnificent performance. I cannot wait for 2 years' time for the next musical.